everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Raiders going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Again, it's Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Let's go. 180.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
180.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Get ready. White 90. White 90. Tagger. 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 Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Get ready.
From the gun, Bridgewater. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's go. Set. Wide 80.
Second down, Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long.
Let's go. Wide 90. Force. We run it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook strip. The ball's out. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling.
They go with Howard again, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here come the Raiders. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Let's go. Play 90. Tiger. Tiger. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now that's how you start to get back into good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Get ready.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 2. Mike 51. Tiger. Set. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now on second down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get ready. Tiger.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 58. Blue 58. 51, Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Again, it's Carr. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try again with Howard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off like...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Jordan Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he's brought down after a good gain. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Bridgewater on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Fresh set of downs here.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Force.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This one caught left side by Cooper. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, they run with Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on third down. Carr sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. A first throw for the backup Cook. And he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third and goal, Howard. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there. His guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Carr
going to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Carr, second only to Matthew Stafford in fourth-quarter comebacks last year, had 7 of them, so he has the experience despite the young age.
He grew up fast, and because of that, the rest of the guys that play alongside of him, they have confidence they're going to get it done.
On the toss play, Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. A give to Howard running left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They pitch out to Howard. Breaks a tackle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly over the big...